Hey, what's up, gamer? Skelemystyk. If you have been a player in Wizard101 for any length of time, or have hung around the comments for any length of time, done any of that, done any people watching, I myself, I hang out in the comments sometimes real quiet, like just watching, listening, and seeing what people will say and do, because, well, there can be some solid entertainment value in that. Among the things that people say in the comments, there are a bunch of things they really shouldn't say. The whole thing about hex and the soaking of decks and the pews and the says, and, well, I'm trying to say all these things without really saying them because I don't really think they should be repeated. But let's just cut to the chase. I don't think the pornographic stuff where people are trying to get around the filter should be done at all. I mean, at all. All that does is get people in trouble. But I'm not here to preach about that today. I'm here to talk about some of the other more innocent and, in fact, more funny type things that people have often said in the comments that they just shouldn't say. There's a number of things. I'm going to go ahead and make this video is going to be about that. Ooh, I just like ran right into the wall. That's a good one. This video is going to be about the top things that you should not say in Wizard101. I'm going to go ahead now and cover these each on their own little bit and see what you think about them. Some of them are quite funny. Check it out. One of the next things that you should never say, not even in the comments, but anywhere else, even though you hear it an awful lot in the comments. The situation is this: you're standing there in the comments telling lies about how well you just defeated that last boss to one of your friends. You're hanging out, you're having a good time, and someone walks up to you just like this. And they look at you, and they seem to be normal enough. They don't say anything for a moment. But then those magic words that you all dread come out. Hey, can you gift me? It'll be a pack, a mount, a gear, any old thing. Anyhow, they'll come to you and they'll say, can you gift me? And you should never do that, because what happens is that mild-mannered person that was standing there now becomes the mighty troll, who is going to, from this point, see what kind of fun they can have with you instead of actually gifting you. I see this happen so much. People will ask the person who's asking for gifts for treasure cards and then rip them off. People will make fun of them. People will just flat ignore them. But anyhow, this is one of the most absolute common things you should never say in Wizard101. Can you gift me? Folks, if people want to gift you, they'll volunteer it, believe me. People are good-hearted like that. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next one now. Next up on our list of things that you should never say in Wizard101. This one isn't quite as bad or as pointed as the other ones. It can be really quite innocent, in fact. But Wizard101 has provided team-ups, and they have provided you with the ability to cultivate friendships, talking to people, and whatnot like that. But you see this in the comments all the time. Someone comes in from somewhere, maybe they're well-dressed, maybe they're not. You know, maybe they're a beginner-level looking wizard. And they'll come up to a crowd of people, one at a time, and they'll say, can you help me with this boss? Now, that's not really a bad thing to say, because, well, everybody needs help sometimes. But usually, whenever you're in the comments, especially if you're in the busy comments during the weekend, people are there to hang out. And if you ask, can I get help with the boss, about 95% of the time, what you'll get is this reaction. I swear it's as though suddenly you became a leper and have cockroaches crawling up out of your drawers. People want to do just that. They want to wave your hands, make the evil eye sign, and ward you off. And if that doesn't work, then just leave the area. And this one isn't as bad to say, I don't think, as some of the other ones are. It's really more kind of a gray area type thing. But I've been in the comments before, filming or doing whatever, you know, fishing, and have seen people come up to all kinds of people that were in the comments area during a busy time and ask, like, a bunch of people in a row, spend half an hour or 40 minutes, excuse me, or 40 minutes trying to get help with the boss. And I can understand why that would be just incredibly frustrating. So I would say I've added this one to the list of things you should never say. Kind of hesitantly, because you should say these things, but you should you know, talk to your friends about it. Maybe schedule a time where you guys can go and defeat that boss, or do whatever it is that you need to do, or try the team up function or whatever like that, because it doesn't seem like most of the time that people in the comments really want to help you with stuff like that. It just really doesn't. That is never more a true reaction than the one we just saw here. And I don't know why it is, but it really is. And so that and that reaction being kind of funny to see is why I included it in the list of things that you should never say in Wizard 101. Let's go ahead now and go on to the next one. Another one of those things that people say all the time, and you see them do it and you hear them do it and you just kind of cringe inside. Maybe you're sitting there at your computer watching them do it. You're just shaking your head and doing those things that you just can't believe what's going on. Is the whole I need a girl, I need a boy thing. Cute looking little girl character walks up to you and says, I need a boy. And you really are a boy, and you're thinking with your, well, not with your brain. And you know, hey man, this might work out pretty well. Here is the problem that you'll have with that. It may be a cute looking little girl tuned in front of you, but the minute you mess with it, the girl disappears. What you're actually talking to is a big, fat, hairy truck driver named Fred who lives in Minnesota, who is looking to get you to gift him so he can increase this account so he can auction it off on eBay. Because, oh, it's got all these cool mounts and pets and areas and all kinds of things now that you gave to your quote-unquote girl. Guys, never say I need a girl or I need a boy on the internet whenever you don't really know the person. You probably heard it before, but you really shouldn't do it because, well, you start out with Sally and you end up with Larry. And I don't think you want that. Now we've talked about that, let's go ahead on to the next thing you should never say in Wizard 101. And now I have saved the best for last. The worst thing. The most troublesome, also at times the funniest, but the absolute worst thing that you should never, ever say in Wizard 101. It doesn't matter if it's the middle of the day, if it's the middle of the night, if you're an empty realm, if you're hiding at your own home with one friend, you should never say these words. Here's the situation. I'll use the commons instead of somebody's house because, well, it's more applicable. You're standing here and it is 2:30 in the morning and you are in Seraph Realm that says, if you check the realms list, it says, it doesn't say perfect. There's so few people in this realm. It says, this realm is dead empty. You're completely safe here. So you're in this realm, Seraph, at 2:30 in the morning. The only other person at all in the game within sight of you is your friend. And your friend mentions, you know what? I really wish I had that new pack. I haven't had any of them yet. And I wish it would be, you know, it'd be really cool if I could get one somewhere. I'm not asking you to give me one. I'm just saying I wish I could like save up crowns or something to get one. And you, being a good friend of that friend, say, you know what? You're a cool guy. You help me out all the time. You helped me beat up on Malastair more than once. And the rat we took down without too much trouble just because of your help. You know what? I'm going to gift you a pack. I have crowns. Now, before you said those magic words, I have crowns, this was the sound that you heard. Nobody, nothing, peacefulness everywhere. The moment you say the words, I have crowns, this is what happens. I would like to say that's not true, but that is absolutely 100% what happens. It doesn't matter where you are, and I don't know how. There must be some crown-sensing radar in the ground that some players have, because that is exactly what will happen. And goodness forbid that you should say that in the middle of Ambrose Area 1 on a weekend. Oh my God, they will never see you again. You will be buried in one great big dog pile and your wizard will be destroyed utterly. I've seen it happen before. I'm laughing now, but I have seen it happen before, guys, and I think that all of you who have ever said that know that it's true. That's it, guys, for the things that you should not say in Wizard 101. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video nearly as much as I've enjoyed making it, because I really did have a good time with it. If you did, please hit the like button, a good hard smash, subscribe, share, and come around yelling my name to the universe, because I would love to see more of you around here. That would be awesome. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? Today, in this video, I'm going to address a question that I get asked a lot, especially around test realm time. And that is, where can I find, fill in the blank, skeleton keys to fight this boss with? People ask me about wood keys, they'll ask me about stone keys and gold keys, all about equally.